Enough talking about stuff. We're not friends. We're a little bit friends, but that's okay. We get to talk about stuff. So everyone's favorite Lord of Cringe, the Lord of Cringe, has made a video. His name is Dave. You know him. You love him. He's got a dirty little man beard, and he yells a lot. We should probably get him a better mic, by the way. I just want to, like, when I upgrade this mic, I might just send the Yeti to him. Be like, dude, if I got to listen to you yell, at least do it into something better than your headset. The Dak, thanks for the Prime. Appreciate that. So anyway, he's Democrats know that Joe Biden was their last stand. I don't know. He's mad. He's mad though. So let's go ahead and see what Dave's got to say about mad stuff. I'm sure it's fine. You look like the real son of Alex Jones. Thanks for the money. I don't know what. What does that mean? The real son? And yeah, he's clock guy as well. It's my first stream, actually. I'm excited to meet someone who seems to be a reoccurring character. Yeah. Dave doesn't like me very much. He's not a fan. But that's okay. I think we can save Dave. He just seems like a sad guy who's taking out his frustrations of sadness on the world. Are his clocks still wrong? Yeah, they're fucking wrong. Look at them. They should all be the same minute hand at all times. It was so funny when he got mad at me about that. It was fucking hilarious.
So the Democrats
He's already yelling.
may be waking up to the fact that they basically utterly failed, but this is The Guardian, so I'm not holding my breath.
That they failed at what?
The sense of relief Democrats felt when Donald Trump's defeat in 2020 was not the same as the feeling of victory. The party's loss of congressional seats, they basically did lose the House.
They lost some seats in the House. House of Representatives party map. That is winning the House. They have the House, and they won the House. It's the House that they've won. So they lost some seats where you wouldn't like them to lose some seats, but they ran shitty people. Progressives won in pretty much everywhere they ran, though. Watchy says, Bobby Reloaded days when I was a new baby atheist. You helped me deconverting my chudness. Thanks. Hey, thank you, Natnaru. Appreciate you. Red Ronan, thanks for the tier 1 sub for the first time. Look at all that red. Oh, yeah. Look at all this. You ever driven through this? This is the butthole of America right here. We talked about the butthole of America. There's no people here. None of them exist. And then they exist right here. They exist right here. And look, it turned blue. Nobody exists. Nobody exists. Blue. Nobody exists. Nobody exists. Blue. Nobody exists. Nobody exists. Blue. Like, I don't tell you. I don't tell you, man. Yeah. Anyway. So, and that was only it's only for the House. Anyway, so also in the Senate. Just talking. By the way, another good thing about this entire election season is D.C. and Puerto Rican statehood. And I don't know if you understand the implications of that, but let me just break it down for you. 4 more senators that will be left-leaning. 4 more senators that will be left-leaning if they choose to do it, which they should. They have the votes for it. Also, whatever amount of representatives they choose to have, obviously, more representatives that would be left-leaning. Just talking about, yeah. An expansion of the Supreme Court would be fucking ideal. Yeah. Would be delicious. Just tossing that out there. Excuse me. So many new flags would need to be made. Oh, no, not the flags.
Failure to take control of state legislatures, not to mention the U.S. Senate.
Isn't PR right-leaning? Not after the Republicans fucked them. Puerto Rico does have a flag. Not after... So they were left to die because of Republicans. So, I would be very surprised if they continued to toe that party line. They might be Blue Dog Democrats or something, but... they're going to read about the flag getting new stars. Who cares?
indicated an alarming slippage for a party that thought it was growing as Trump was supposedly torching the Republican brand. No, if anything, you Democrats have gone so batshit insane that Trump has grown the Republican brand.
Yikes, that's not true.
Now let's see if the Republicans are not stupid enough to fuck it all up. They probably are stupid enough to do that. But I think
look, I have the benefit of having 15 days on this video, so in 15 days, a lot of this has changed, but he's got bad takes.
Trump has signaled a new wave of Republicans that are basically right-wing populists. And those type of things will win out every time.
They don't. They lost. Georgia, great example.
After the election, a fierce internal Democratic debate broke out, with centrists arguing that slogans such as defund the police, Medicare for all have hurt the party, with moderate voters and exposed candidates to wild accusations.
Okay, if Medicare for all turns you off, you need what's the word I'm looking for? You know what? You need to just experience poverty for like a year. That's what I want. Anybody who's against Medicaid, okay, go ahead. You can be against Medicaid. You get to be against it.
Here's $2. This should get the Lord of Cringe a new mic, right?
Thanks for the $2, Kaiser. Appreciate that. What I absolutely 100% think that if you are against social programs like Medicare for all, against other stuff, it would be very beneficial to be like, okay, you can opt out. Have yourself a year of working for minimum wage, and see if you feel the same when you get back. You know what I'm saying? How many people are going to be against that if they work a minimum wage job for a year? Really? Like, for real? I doubt it. And they're going to need that to survive. They're going to go in hurt. They're going to go in sick. They're going to have bad fucking days. Yeah, no savings. No savings. Starting out like everybody else. Dave talking stupid shit pretends to be shocked. I know, right? Food service will fucking change your life, man.
From Republicans equating universal health.
Empathy is hard. It is, which is why you just you force empathy onto them by making them. It's not really empathy. It's just selfishness at that point. They experienced the bad when they had the shitty job, and they're like, well, shit, I don't want to do that again.
Healthcare with Pol Pot. I don't know if any Republican actually said that, but Pol Pot was a socialist dictator that killed millions.
Okay. Wait. Does he think healthcare had anything to do with Pol Pot? What?
Progressives said that, on the contrary, the party has not staked out its program on behalf of working people proudly enough. Instead, trying to play it safe behind the innocent or the presidential candidate.
Innocuous.
Whose main pitch is a return to
innocuous is the word
normalcy.
For the record.
The problem is that once you tell people that Medicare for all will cause A, their private insurance to go away, B, it will lead to rationing of medical care, and C, it will cause taxes to go through the roof.
The roof. No, you're wrong. Debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. You know what I like? You know what I like? I don't like having health care. I like having insurance. Okay? I don't want to pay for someone else's health care. That's what insurance payments do. What are you talking about? Insurance payments don't go into a fund that they use to pay for your health care. Insurance literally pays for everybody else who's in that plan and network. It pays for their health care too. They literally crowdfund it in the worst possible way. It's entirely inefficient. If the federal government has access to the healthcare services, right? If the federal government is the one who distributes healthcare services, number one, there's no profit incentive for the healthcare business, okay? Because it's just an ethics-based community at that point. It's like a fucking library, right? You go there, you get what needs to be done. You don't have scarcity of medicine. We have scarcity of medicine now because people can't, it's enforced scarcity. People can't afford it. It's fabricated scarcity. What you're worried about is people all going to get healthcare at once. That only happens at the beginning. beginning. For the rest of the time, you're just you're managed, right? Because look at that. Now we have more people that could be doctors because we also want to go and socialize, socialize stuff like education. Now being a doctor isn't predicated on having the funds to pay for the student loans or pay for the education itself. Now being a doctor is predicated only on your ability and nothing else. How about some fucking freedom, bro? And now we have more doctors, more hospitals, more nurses. They're better paid, they're lower worked, and everybody gets better health care. Boom. Better health? Wow, that means that your workforce can do better capitalism. I thought you liked capitalism, bro. If you like capitalism, you need a healthy workforce. You also need an educated workforce. You need a workforce that if they have something wrong with them, can go get it done. And better off, small businesses no longer have to pay for their employees' health care because it's covered by the government. So small businesses are helped because they don't have to pay for shit. Boom. I mean, it's just better all around. It doesn't matter. You fucking lose. You're a loser. You're a loser.
Support for it drops immediately. Everybody loved Obamacare till they got the bill.
Obamacare wasn't socialized. What? Obamacare wasn't socialized. What? Obamacare was free market. What? Obamacare was free market insurance. They just set up a marketplace hub so that you could compare prices easier in a free market. That's not what social fucking programs are. What are you talking about, bro?
Someone said AOC first. There's your first mistake. Don't talk for her.
Oh, look, he's got the cores again. This dude's gonna drink himself to death, man. I'm actually a little worried about him.
Was the party lacked?
No, he doesn't mean Medicare. He literally doesn't mean Medicare. He means Obamacare. Astral Storm. He doesn't know anything about this stuff.
Core competencies to reach voters with decisive rebuttals to wild charges from Republicans. David Axelrod, a political strategist, said the problem was the party needed to learn how not to talk down to working-class voters, noting that Democrats dominated in and around big cities. Republicans won 80% of U.S. counties.
First time been able to afford health care because of the ACA. Exactly. It made sure that you can't be denied for or overcharged for pre-existing conditions. That was super important. Now, there's other aspects of it that suck balls, but that's okay. Ball sucking is valid, and I like it.
The problem is that Democrats talk down to anyone.
Oh, he's climbing Coors Mountain, chat. He's climbing Coors Mountain. He's his own Sherpa.
Who disagrees with
Here
them.
he goes. Pop that mini fridge. Grab yourself a cold one, bruh. Crack her open. Climb Coors Mountain.
Because I think it's about time to reopen everything before we get to a Great Depression. Fuck the lockdowns. Fuck the mask mandates. Everybody go back to normal, and what happens, happens.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot. No, I'm not joking about any of this. I'm not joking about any of this. Whatever happens, happens. Bro, you look like the Pickles guy. He looks like the Pickles guy from fucking SpongeBob. Pickles, SpongeBob. He looks like the Pickles guy from SpongeBob. You think you're going to survive COVID, brother? Look. Look at this shit. You are not surviving COVID. It's not how it works, dude. No, Pickles. You're the fucking pickle guy. What is wrong with you, dude? You can't afford a respiratory disease. I can hear you breathe. Not whatever happens, happens. Just pay people to stay home. It'll be over in a month or two because it can't communicate to other people. You get paid to chill. There'll be some people that have to work front lines. In the meantime, we can roll out vaccinations. Our economy can get back on board. It's because you're just so obstinate, dude. You have no forward-thinking capabilities whatsoever. You're just worried about fucking pickles right now. Like, fuck off, dude.
Vaccine's on its way. I say that because I think a Great Depression will cause more death, more destruction. Kids need to go back to school.
Brother, you clearly don't value education that much. I mean, it's pretty obvious you don't value education. Otherwise, you would have participated. You know what I'm saying?
Her ramble was worth the thrill.
Alchemic culinarian. Thanks for that.
Otherwise, we're going to lose a generation, and a generation will not be educated properly.
Okay, well, Dave doesn't know how education works. So the way that we decide to educate people right now through the public schooling system is, shocker, arbitrary. Did you know that there's no reason that you learn certain things at 4th grade rather than 3rd or 5th? There's literally no reason. What you need to do is just have a sophisticated way of just deciding, people's different learning modalities and what their interests are and how to peak those interests during the different lessons. Sure, kids need to learn how to read and shit, but do you think parents are just like ignoring outright their kids during lockdown? Probably not. They also have online learning, which of course has some issues when it comes to internet access for some families. Sure, but look, there's a fucking pandemic. We can chill for a year, okay? They can go a little bit extra over the course of the next 12 years or whatever, or however long they have left in school, okay? They can take some summer courses. They're going to hit the ground running. It'll be fine. They still learn. They have access to more information in the palm of their fucking hand than I ever did as a child in school. They're learning quite a bit. They're just learning from bad people like you. What they need to do is tune into the Corn Father, myself, and learn a little bit about how things should work, okay? It's very simple, okay? We just got to be able to teach people how to read. We got to teach people how to critical think. Everything else will fall into place. I'm not worried about how people are learning right now. I'm worried about how people can make sure that they can survive, because that's the situation we're in. We are not in a situation where we can be worried about oh no, they're not learning their social studies. Yeah, they're fucking learning their social studies. The news happens every day. They have social media. They're aware. There's teacher here. People are using kids are falling behind. And what about special ed resources as an excuse? Kids can't fall behind. Falling behind what? Arbitrary standards. Online learning fucks my ADHD so hard, but I'd rather have a panic attack about every 2 to 4 weeks than die. I mean, having a panic attack is not okay, but you're in the minority there, and we have to cater to the majority of children. In the case of ADHD, there might be some things that certain educators can do, but there's a big difference between making sure that someone with ADHD has a better time learning and protecting children from communicating a fucking disease. It's very simple stuff. I won't let my kid watch The Corn Father. I'm not ready to give her the talk yet. Which talk? Which talk is that? Wait, how old is the kid? If they're a tween, we're good. It's time. Whatever happens, happens. I love people who say this shit. Relative comfort under the guise of supposedly giving a shit. True. All the talks. Did a whole year online in high school, sucked ass, but come on, it's just a pain, not a death sentence. True. Yeah. I mean, you could take online classes in college. I mean, my little sister goes to private performing arts school. Wow. And they are managing online learning just fine. I mean, she does ballet class online. Wow. Holy shit. That sounds like quite a life you have. I had to take online polo classes. Yes. I'm very happy that you have seems like a upper class or at least middle class upbringing. That's very good, honestly. I wish for that for more people, to be totally honest. It's just funny. It's just funny because not most people here are dirt poor or were dirt poor, and I really like that. But that said, I do think that art schools are super important, and I think that kind of thing is actually super, super valuable. So I'm not really making fun of you that much. I just went to a school where they drove lawnmowers to school on senior day. I'm not joking. She's 4? Yeah, she's pretty young. I was making a joke about how sexy you are. If a 4-year-old shows interest in me, you need to talk them down. There's a problem there. There is a problem there. You're doing bread plays. You made the right call. You're a good parent. We had tractor day with a bonfire. Yeah. All right, keep going. Mostly her scoring really high on auditions. Oh, that's good. Sounds good. I'm glad your sister enjoys that kind of thing. I really wish that we would be more enthusiastic about the arts in regards to our kids while they learn and grow. It's super important. Like learning that you can follow a passion and be rewarded for following that passion is a super good cultural thing that we should instill in people and not tie it to their success in the markets. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a really good step towards moving away from late stage capitalism. That's dope, Quest.
But I say the hell with that. Do it now, and whatever happens, happens. Because right now the death rate is acceptable.
The death rate is acceptable. 500,000 people.
These are acceptable losses.
Death rate of 500,000. Yeah, he's gross.
Hell, obesity's still killing more people than COVID.
It's not. I don't think. What? 4,000 people a day die from being chubby? I disagree. I really genuinely disagree with that, Dave. As you're a little bit bigger than me, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm obviously look. I get it. Okay, you're welcome, chat. Look at this shit. I too would not do this. All right. But I would look from afar. This fucking guy right here. Look, you can't look. If I bump into you at the Taco Bell, I can't give you my fatties, okay? We could talk about it after, and maybe you'll earn the fatty, if you know what I'm saying. But I can't just give you the chub. I could probably give you a chub. I can't make you a fatty boombalatti, okay? Yes, I can. I mean, I can't make you obese. There we go. Oh, cracked her open. Here comes the glug. He like deep throats the
if
beer.
Democrats continue to seat 80% of the country, if they can't break through, they're kind of screwed, in my view, at least in the short run. They're going to be screwed in the long run. Gen Z is more conservative because it's...
No, they're not. Gen Z is not more conservative. That's not true. Gen Z is definitely not more conservative. That's just not how... That's not how it works. My DMs are open, Project. That's true.
Considered rebellious to be for capitalism.
What? It isn't. It isn't rebellious to be for capitalism. What are you talking about? What? It's rebellious to lick the boots. Yeah, okay, bud. For the record, Gen Z is pretty fucking left wing. It's Zoomers are gonna save the world. Write it down. We have data. Oh, look at this! Holy shit, we even have data on this already. Slurp. Gen Z looks a lot like millennials on key social and political issues. Approve of Trump's job. Oh, 30%. Government should do more to solve problems. 70%. 60. Oh, weird. It looks like we're... What did I tell you, chat? What do I tell you all the time? All the time. Over the course of history, over the period of time, as generations continue, this always happens. Everything moves left. Always. Always. Because it's the opposite of conserving. Things change and people want better lives, and left is always better than right. Progressing forward is better than conserving and staying stagnant. Shocker. What a shocker. I think Dave is referring to those handful of Chud Zoomers who wear MAGA hats. Sure, I guess, but that's not more, is it?
2 years from now, Joe Biden in the White House, the Senate up for grabs. The Democrats create their first opportunity in more than a decade to do something big. Deliver major legislation to expand health care, protect voting.
Gen Z is a bunch of lib cucks who don't even want to abolish the value form and thought Stalin did a social... What? I don't think so.
Rights, defend the environment, or implement humane...
Zoomers are super lefty. Zoomers are like, I don't even fucking... We're going to abolish gender. like when we're 35. Like, come on.
Any of that, they're fucked. Obama did Obamacare in his first year, and what happened in the first midterm? The Democrats were destroyed. What was it? A 60, 70 seat flip in the House?
That's what? Oh my God, it was awful. You hear that? Oh my fuck. I gotta do that in slow motion, obviously. I have no other choice but to do that at half speed to listen to this. Oh my fucking God, brother. This is a problem. Listen. That's the way his fucking gullet sucks fluids into him. Oh, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Let's go slower even. A little bit slower. What do you say, chat? A little bit slower for that. He's a fucking sarlacc pit of a man. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. I got a little bit of Diet Coke left. Hold on. Ready? I'm trying to make it sound as bad as possible. Here we go. This is whatever happens. This is genuinely my best attempt. Okay. Utterly clueless. Thanks for following. Here we go. Me trying to be a disgusting pickle man, a sarlacc man. Here we go. I can't do it. I choked. I can't do it. How does he do it? What does he got in his what does he have in his body? Is there another organ? Is his uvula like flat? I can't do it. I lack the neck pouch. That's what it is. I need to store it down here in my body cistern. Oh yeah. It's where you keep it. It's where you keep it. I need jowls. Unscientific grab a cores as if I would be caught with a cores in my
I'll give
room.
you $2 to never do that again.
Thanks, Kaiser Waffles. Appreciate it. Try with the mic right up against your throat. Is this where the sounds are coming? It's awful. Fucking awful. Anyway. All right. Let's keep going. One more time, though. Like, literally just once. One more time. I just need to hear it once. Oh, God. How does it work? The physics of that bend my brain. Maybe he has a non-Euclidean mouth. It just has angles that time and space can't. Give you bits to keep making those noises all day. Not 50 bits, okay? Sorry, 50 bits can't buy me.
And if they'd have run anybody but Mitt Romney, who has the charisma of a sack of potatoes.
Ooh, nice. Potatoes.
Obama might have been a one-termer.
Obama might have been a one-termer.
Again, I don't know how it would have played out if it had been Donald Trump versus Obama. I really don't.
He would have won against Donald Trump. What?
But
it's the suck chug? Oh my God, the suck chug. He's separating the beer into its base components.
Christ's sakes.
Her ramble was just a gorilla.
M. Differ, thanks
Why'd
for
we
following.
lose in 20?
4699, thanks for following.
Oh, God, what was it? 2012? You ran Mitt Romney.
All right, bro. A beer
anyway,
bender? Fucking...
Opportunity lay ahead, but emphasize that to capitalize on it, the party must renew its efforts to connect with voters all year long at a local level.
Okay.
And not be afraid of progressive messaging, especially on economic issues.
True.
The problem is that all they have to do to rebut it is have the Republican go, "Hey, they're planning to do this. This is what it'll cost you in taxes," and Republicans instantly win. Americans do not want to pay for it. They like the idea of Medicare for all. They just don't want to pay for it.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper. Everybody is already paying for stuff. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. They literally pay for it now. You literally do right now. Christ. Oh my God. Sorry, I don't have I'm not slurping enough to maybe that's part of his language. Maybe that's what the difference is. He's communicating to me in slurps and glurps, and I'm only using human words and my bassy voice. You'd literally never notice. In fact, you'd notice more money in your pocket.
So blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. That one's... That one sounded like the chitter of an alien in a B movie. You know what I mean? That one sounded like it's coming for you and he goes in the corner and then you turn and it's like, ah! The jump scare? Holy fucking shit. All right. We're doing it again. I need to hear that slurp at maximal slurp appreciation speed. All right? I wonder what the last Dave spoke to someone offline with. I have no idea. Here we go. There's a xenomorph. That's true. Here we are. Oh, you hear his mouth go. It dislodged from his lower jaw. He's like. Here we go. Oh, God. It sounded like they're climbing out of the egg sacs. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, all right. Okay. Where does that noise come from, bro? We managed to finance how many military operations in the past 20 years? Couldn't we pay for healthcare, education with some of that money? We could. That's true. We could. Oh, my God. Why do you do this to us? What are you talking about? He's doing this to us. You've killed my mom and I? Well, sorry, Mom Kipu. It's so fucking gross, dude. He's so nasty. It's gotta be the sack, right? His rumble sack, whatever this is called. This is his caruncle. He's got caruncles under his jaw. That's got to be where the slurp cacophony comes from, right? His man caruncles? I think that's it.
The entire Democratic Party sensed opportunity in 2020, with Trump having alienated a significant share of moderate voters. Democrats running high single digits ahead of Republicans on the generic ballot, control of Congress and the White House seemed tantalizingly close.
Oh, what was that? He has waking apnea. It's so strange.
The problem is they didn't flip a single state legislature, and they lost.
Ooh. Didn't they though? Georgia. Is that how that song goes? Georgia. You just say that. Georgia. Oh, weird that you colored that red. Seems to be. Let's just go. I think maybe this is a little more accurate. A little more accurate, if you ask me. Just saying. Blowja.
Everywhere else. This election was not Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. This election was Donald Trump versus Donald Trump.
What? I said no pickles. It was Donald Trump versus Donald Trump, chat. Does it mean anything? No, but it's provocative.
The dust settled. None of the 8 state houses targeted by Democrats produced a win. Control of the Senate hung on thin hopes of winning 2 runoff races. In Georgia, Democrats lost 11 seats in Congress. Yeah, I believe it might be up to 12 now.
Georgia.
And I get, anyway, with candidates swamped by Trump voters, but also not helped by Biden at the top of the ticket.
Trump or somebody lost against himself. What he should have said, maybe this is what he meant, but it wasn't that Joe Biden was so great, it's that Donald Trump was so bad. But that's not what he said. He said something very incredibly clumsy instead. Because it literally was Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. So I mean, it was like even metaphorically, you can't like get away from that. Yeah. This is the can't cook guy. Yeah. Yeah, he can't cook. Yep. I don't know. Do you think Dave looks at me and he's like upset about how voluptuous I am? You know what I'm saying? This camera makes it look like I'm totally bald. So that's pretty good. It's a good look. Maybe we'll back out. We'll back out a little bit. There we go. A little bit better. a little bit superior to what we were just doing, I think. He calls you Chad to his chat? I bet he does. That's true. That's true. I'm definitely, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And he utters it from deep within his caruncles. These are the caruncles, by the way. Did you know what caruncles are? That's actually a thing. Caruncles. A waddle of a bird. It's this shit. It's this shit down here. These are his caruncles. Yeah. See? I wasn't lying. That's the word for it.
Democrat primary voters picked Biden in part on the theory he was the most capable of beating Trump. Democrat
I wasn't making that up. That's really what they call
whether
it.
Biden's success in districts where other Democrats lost meant the party seemed to go too far left. It did.
He's pulling back for some venom.
Bernie Sanders was never going to win.
Bernie Sanders would have fucking destroyed Trump. Let's be real.
And if he did somehow get the nomination, like Kyle Kalinske said,
he would have destroyed Trump. Like that, it's not even close.
Even though he was only going for 30% of the vote, but let's say he gets it.
Okay, he would
have been crushed by Trump.
That's not true.
Decimated by Trump.
That's not real.
All Trump would have had to do is, how do you pay for this? How do you pay for that? How do you pay for this?
But no. The reason Biden won is because he acquiesced to many of Bernie's positions to get enough of us to vote for him. Like, really.
Instead of blaming the progressives for the down ballot failures,
Trump barely won against corrupt Hillary. Trump didn't win against Hillary. He lost the popular vote by 3 mil. You know what I mean? That's not a little number.
You should listen to them more. No, you shouldn't if you'd like to win.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to... LOL, popular vote. We wouldn't want to, like, go with who more people like. That would be... Yikes. God, imagine if we did things that Americans liked to do by millions of people. And that's only the people that fucking voted. Cringe. Imagine having actual democracy. I know you're joking. I'm just saying. Fucking get out of here. Why don't we do democracy with fucking ranked choice voting? We'd have exactly the people that America determines is the best for the job. Arc Zeno, thanks for gifting one to Doc. Did Doc even need that? Thanks to Doc Gamble for my sub gift. Appreciate that. Bernie laid out ways to pay for his policies, did he not? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, not first past the post, though. You need ranked choice. Popular vote with ranked choice is the way to be. He's telling Democrats how to win after his boy lost the popular vote twice. I know. This guy's not very bright. Oh, God, that was a particularly gross one. Let's run that shit back. What do you say, chat? What do you fucking say to that, huh? Oh, it's the worst. It's so bad. Oh, the caruncles are doing extra work today. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Dave's favorite kind of boat is the gravy boat. This is like just fucking wonderful. Do it sped up, see if it goes up in pitch. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, it's still grody. It's just faster. Okay.
I think progressives in the party do a better job talking basic economics and talking the way people relate to Brad Bannon of some Washington-based Democratic strategy firm. No, they don't. Then when Americans get
Noodles, have your parents drop by.
their tax bill, they hate it.
That's not how things work.
The only reason AOC is the face is she's hot for a congresswoman.
What? Why is he always like this? Why is he always like this?
In the
Oh, God.
real world, AOC is maybe a
Fucking Christ.
6. I've had a couple of beers. I'll go 6.5.
Bro. Let's just ignore how gross he is in general. It goes without saying. I don't think we have to describe to you why everything you just said is icky. If a woman showed like bare minimum interest in Dave, he would come in his pants immediately. Like, that's just a fact, right? He would get a little tiny chub, and he would splooge inside his pajama pants or whatever he's wearing, his fucking sweatpants with the big stretchy waistband. Like, come on, they're probably crusty already. What the fuck? Come on, bro. I'm not even gonna try to defend AOC's attraction levels. Who gives a shit? She could be ugly as fuck. She could be your caruncle, okay? AOC could literally be your caruncles, okay? And she would still be correct and a valuable member of Congress. Lord of Coombrain, fuck. Oh, God.
There were bright spots in Ohio. Democrats flipped a state Supreme Court seat by 10 points. Wow. In the single race in the entire country in which Democrats flipped a statewide seat from red to blue.
Oh, we know what his gurgling sounds like. What do you think it sounds like when he finishes? Trig Java. I'm sure we could figure that out. All right, just look at Dave. Look at Dave. Don't focus on me at all. Just look at Dave and that face he's making. This is what I think it sounds like. It's going to be even funnier when you see what it is. It's a hippo. I don't know why it farts at the end. I have no idea. I have no idea. Anyway, that's what this sounds like when he finishes.
Got one. Lost everything else, but you got one. Blah, blah, blah. Anything more of this?
Blah, blah, blah.
The Democrats need to beef up their ability to go on TV, AOC said. Target ads on the internet for an entire election cycle.
Yes.
It's not clear what... I don't want to see political ads for an entire year.
We did. What? That's what happens.
2 years.
Oh, God. When he breathes, man. Holy fucking shit. Ew, he just burped a little bit, too. Oh, God.
Blah, 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 blah.
Her ramble was
Dat
just a
Moji,
gorilla.
thanks for following.
The Democrat Party envisions itself as a party of the working people, but it doesn't feel that way to a lot of working people. Yeah, it seems that the Democrats are
He's just always yelling.
more and more the party of the rich establishment elites.
The Democrats are the party of the rich establishment elites. The Democrats are the party of the rich establishment elites. The Democrats, say what you will about the Democrats, but I mean, like, their entire platform is like help, like poor people should have health care.
Her ramble was just a
like,
gorilla.
like they do some other stuff I really, really don't like. Like Nancy Pelosi is a great example of people I really fucking think are shitty Democrats. But I mean, like, broadly, the Democrats tend to work on social programs, whether to varying effectiveness. But I mean, like, what the fuck, Jake? This is important. It's probably not important. It's probably not important. Is it important? Well, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. We'll have to show you guys a little bit of something in a little bit. We'll have to show you guys a little something in a little bit. All right, I got a little after this video. I got a little present for you guys. Only for the live viewers, though. If you're watching this on YouTube, come show up at the streams and you get presents.
Than working people. Donald Trump gave working people jobs
No, he didn't. He gave them COVID.
and better wages.
No, he didn't give them better wages. Better wages for working people. Joe Biden today pledged a $15 minimum wage for working class people. Boom! Eat a dick, bruh! $15 worth of dick. That's a lot of dick.
Through competition for jobs.
Here comes. Oh, you fucked it up, Logarth. You fucked it up. Couldn't hear it well. He didn't give them jobs. He gave them COVID. Should be on a fucking plaque. I agree. I'm very smart. Wow. Jake is so smart. What a charming lad. Everybody listen to Jakey Poo. He needs constant validation or his ego falls apart. Listen to this one. Don't interrupt me with multiple sub donations. Don't do it. I would hate it if you gave me 50, 60, 70 subs. It would really bother me, okay? So don't do that. Motherfucker, Logarth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ha, get owned. Thanks, Neander. Anyway, that's his slurp. Fuck. Comfy Bras donated one to Thoric. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to delay the inevitable.
Good call, baby.
Thanks for the support.
Good call.
Ugh.
What did
He should do Caruncle ASMR. You're right.
what did
Trump made 1.5 million less jobs than Barack Obama. I know. We don't have to look at this shit. It's literally not true. He literally lost jobs over the course of his presidency. Trans rights. True. What Live feedback on our site. What does that mean? I don't care about your fucking site at all. What? Wait, what? Are you trying to shill right now, bruh? I don't like it. That's cursed. It is.
What did AOC offer? Lost jobs.
Fuck jobs. Hey, can we talk about fuck jobs? Hey, fuck jobs. UBI, bitch. Fuck jobs. UBI. You don't need a job. I don't care. They're gonna be lazy. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I really don't care. I genuinely don't care. Hey, ask me. Chat, ask me. Do I care? I don't care. I don't care. Fuck jobs. Fuck a job. You don't need a job to be valuable. What you do, I don't care. What you need to do, I don't care. What you need to do, okay, is be happy. That's all you need. That's all you need. Jake, do you care about jobs? I do not. Thank you for asking. Did you care? I don't. No, haven't. Jake, can I get an amen? God, not real. Tip of the fedora. Will you care? No.
Her ramble was
HB, thanks for following. Fuck a job, dude. Pay people to stay at home. COVID is a thing. Pay them to stay at home. They don't need a job right now. Anti-work? I've been anti-work forever. Like, I'm not anti... Okay. Let's staple this down real quick because I got a little bit of time before the end of this video. I am anti-work to an extent. I am not anti-work to the extent that you want to work. I am anti-forcing you to work for survival. If you want to chill in your basic government established housing, because you probably can't afford more than that, with basic UBI and this stuff, probably can't afford it. That's fine. I don't care. If that was what makes you happy and you just want to spend your money, like, cooking food and going around and traveling and stuff, I don't care. I don't care. We probably don't need that person in the workforce. There's some people we need in the workforce. There will be incentives to work in that workforce because we can't get away from capitalism yet. We're working on it. So the incentive will be basically if you make labor scarce, wages go up. Just talking. Just saying that. Yeah, you have value in your existence, not in your job. Okay? Fuck jobs.
$30 billion worth of tax revenue.
You're stuck in a baby mind.
And not to mention all the Amazon jobs, which would have been on average 6 figures a year.
But who's going to give them monies? Duh, government. Money doesn't grow on trees, smartass. That's a joke, right? Like you're making a funny jokey. Oh, no, no. Oh, fuck, you're a dumbass. God damn it. Money, oh, man, holy shit. First of all, no, they're not joking. I don't think they're joking. Oh, God, I really hope you're joking. Tell me you're joking. Tell me, money is not real. Money doesn't exist. Money isn't a thing. Yeah, he has no history here. So I'm assuming he's just a dum-dum. He has never been here before. Money literally isn't real if we agree it isn't. It's fabricated. You could just make money. You just have money happen. Money is literally a social construct in the similar way that like most things are. So like, they can't be real. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, we're going to move on to someone smarter than that. The man with caruncles. Can't believe it. He's literally smarter than you.
How many other jobs would have been created? How many restaurants would have been formed? Just as an example. Just not for nothing.
Not for what?
No, if
Jake, the green paper has intrinsic value based on the number that's printed.
If you want any hope of the Democrat Party not becoming a minority party and never be in control again, stop listening to Kyle Kulinski. Stop listening to the Young Turks. Progressive policies are not that popular. They die when actually put to challenge.
Literally 70% of all Americans agree with most everything that has to do with Medicare for all, and other progressive policies are similarly pretty attractive. Canceling student debt is one of those things. Did you know that 90% of all student debt is federal? Isn't that wild? Anyway, that video is done. 90% of all student debt is federal, so the federal government could indeed cancel student debt and just be like, hey, I don't need that. And you know why? No one loses any money, because the federal government can be like, okay, just don't pay that back. And then guess what? It's literally a perpetual stimulus forever and ever on those people that have like 20 years left on their student loans. They don't have to pay that money, so that money can go back into markets and stuff, or it can go to them buying a better house or paying for college or doing whatever. In fact, we should probably cancel college anyway, but it can go for, like, you want capital to move around if you are a capitalist. If you're not a capitalist, you're here with us. But you understand that we need to make capitalism viable until we no longer have it, right? Capitalism is not viable right now. Capitalism needs to be viable for a period of time until we can move past it. Pretty much when automation takes most labor is when we gotta make. That's how long between now and whenever automation reduces the need for human labor. That's the period of time we need to make survivable capitalism. That's pretty much it. After that, I mean, even the Federation in Star Trek had like credits and shit. Like they had like some sort of capital. So, you know, there's different kinds of ways to do this. But yeah, you're not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You are not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet. No. And sadly, it's a situation where survival's tied to it right now, though. Thanks for watching that video. Appreciate you. Think Dave can actually be saved? I'd like to believe he can be, but he's probably too stubborn. If he got over himself, if he actually was humble by anything, you know what I mean? Like, I think he could be, yeah. Because a lot of what I see, and I think what you also see when you watch Dave, is a man pretending to be a person. This is not who he's not being genuine to you, right? It's a front. He has to act confident because he doesn't have any. He has to act loud because he's meek. He has to be bombastic because he doesn't have any, like, popularity. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things he does that are put-ons, like his hatred for women. Oh, this is definitely that incel. I wouldn't. She's not a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't fuck her. And he's, you know, he's clearly not the type of person who should be, denigrating other people's looks, right? Because we should be based on that personality shit at a certain point, right? Like he's fakely superficial in a way that how do I describe this? If you're not AMAB and or just a cis guy in general, like it's hard to explain, but there are aspects of performative masculinity. And when someone has a lot of confidence issues, if they don't just, sometimes it can manifest in the way that you see it with Dave. And I've seen this a million times, and I'm not being like I'm not like diagnosing it with anything or necessarily, but I've seen this so many times. It seems pretty obvious to me. I could be totally wrong, but I doubt it. That he has confidence issues in regards to his weight. I can level with that, obviously. It's not like I'm some sort of fucking Adonis over here, right? I'm not really body shaming him. I think he's a gross man, but, like, you know, I don't think he's a lesser person for being a big fatty boombalatti. But the problem is how it manifests, right? So his insecurity turns out to, well, I have to denigrate other people so that I feel better about myself, because if I say that someone who is you know, what socially consensus would lead to, you know, someone like AOC. Someone like AOC is probably socially, the consensus is she is more attractive than Dave, right? And he does this all the time with a lot of people, where he just has to take them down a peg and be like, I wouldn't even fuck that, you know what I mean? So he's like a little bit of a negging. He's a little bit of, you know, he does a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how it works. Sometimes it manifests different ways for people. The way it manifests for me, and the way my insecurities about myself manifest, is I tend to not understand if someone is flirting with me. I tend to not understand if someone is actually interested. When they do show interest, I tend to have doubts about why they're interested. It's stuff that I shouldn't have, right? It's stuff that I intellectually I'm like, that person said they're attracted. Why would I doubt that, right? And then there's people, and then there's situations, and that's just a me thing that I got to deal with. That's probably one of my only major issues is like dealing with the function of attraction, and like major issues that affect day-to-day life, you know what I'm saying? Like, or affect, I guess that I think about a lot. Another major issue is just my mouth is faster than my brain. That's pretty much the other major issue I have to deal with. And I try very much to be more conscientious about that, but Jake doesn't know why we think he's hot, and that's exactly, yes, I see, this is the thing. A lot of people like, it's a situation where my personality is appealing, right? And so I don't